Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. 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 When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Today is Thursday, March 30th, 2023. We are about to do a live, in-depth planetary puja using the chart of now based on my current location in the state of New Mexico in the United States. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and an AstroVed astrologer, and I'm very happy to be hosting this program Monday through Friday on this channel. Dr. Pillai has explained that the planets and stars are more than just objects in outer space. There is a divine light being associated with all of them. In doing the puja, we are connecting with the inner light of all of those light beings and inviting them to connect with us and to send their blessings into our world. To do the puja, I'm using the South Indian style layout of the chart. I've drawn the chart in chalk on a little blackboard that's sitting on a side table, and I'll use that for doing the puja. I also have a container of water, a lit tea light, an incense stick, a bell, a raisin, and a bowl of fresh flower petals that I'm going to use for doing the puja. I start with a little container of water, and I sprinkle some water on all four sides of the blackboard to purify the space where the puja is happening. I sprinkle some water on top of my own head to symbolically purify me, and I'm sending a few drops of water out into space, symbolically towards everyone, whether you're watching this live or later on a replay. To start, we invoke Ganesha, the archetype who removes obstacles and also is a patron of astrology. Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang. We ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja, and I ask him to remove all obstacles in the lives of the participants, in the physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual areas of your lives. I ask Ganesha to remove obstacles for all of you, now and always. Next, we do a short Tamil chant asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial today towards us and towards our world. We thank Saint Yanasamundar for teaching this chant, and we are grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now we turn our attention to the time elements that are active at the moment. We start with honoring the planet ruling the day. Today is Thursday, ruled by Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter on the blackboard chart. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Next, we honor the star that the moon is in. The moment the moon is in a star called Purnavasu, a star symbolized as a quiver of arrows. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Purnavasaye Namaha. Om Purnavasaye Namaha. Om Purnavasaye Namaha. Next, we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase. The moment it's the 9th waxing moon, called Navami in Sanskrit. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Navami Devye Namaha. Om Navami Devye Namaha. Om Navami Devye Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that's ruling the hour. In my local area right now, this is Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars on the blackboard chart. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now, we're going to acknowledge the yoga and the Karana time elements. Dr. Pillai said for these time elements, we would not use flower petals. We would say their names in Sanskrit 3 times each. The yoga that's active right now is one called Atiganda, which has energies to alert us to danger. Atiganda, Atiganda, Atiganda. And the Karana that's active right now is one called Kalava, which has energies that are social. Kalava, Kalava, Kalava. Now we turn our attention to the chart of the moment. The ascendant sign, the one coming up on the eastern horizon in my local area, represented here with the letters AC. The ascendant right now is in the sign of Aries. Dr. Pillai said we would start this part of the puja honoring the planet that's ruling the ascendant sign as a gesture to his importance at the moment. Aries is ruled by Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now, starting in Aries, we're going to be honoring the planets, the stars they're in, the archetypes that rule those stars, the planets that rule those stars. So we start in Aries, and today Aries has Rahu and also Venus and Uranus. We start with honoring Rahu. I put the flower petals on him. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Rahu is in a star called Ashwini, a star that can give blessings for speed and for healing. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Ashwinihe Namaha. Om Ashwinihe Namaha. Om Ashwinihe Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by the Ashwini Kumaras, horse-headed twins who have tremendous healing energies and are sometimes even called the physicians to the gods. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by Ketu. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Venus and Uranus are in the same star, so we will honor both of those planets before we invoke the star. We start with honoring Venus. I put the flower petals on him. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Next, we honor Uranus for being in Aries. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Venus and Uranus are both in a star called Bharani, a star that has a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti or power. I put the flower petals across Venus and Uranus. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Om Bharanihe Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Yama, an archetype of justice. Om Yamahe Namaha. Om Yamahe Namaha. Om Yamahe Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Yama, an archetype of justice. Om Yamahe Namaha. Om Yamahe Namaha. Om Yamahe Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha or Aries, a fire sign with very active energy, today containing Mars, planet that is a healer and also a protector. And it's ruled by Mars. I'm sorry. Today, Misha or Aries is a fire sign with active energies containing Rahu, planet that helps us to think outside the box, and Venus, planet of love and joy and beauty and enjoyment of material plane comforts and the arts, and Uranus, a planet that can help with higher intelligence, success in life, and also astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign, going in a clockwise direction around the chart, that has a planet in it is Mithuna or Gemini, which today contains Mars. We honor Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Mars is in a star called Ardra, a star symbolized as a teardrop of compassion. I put the flower petals on top of Mars. Om Ardraye Namaha. Om Ardraye Namaha. Om Ardraye Namaha. Ardra star is ruled by Rudra, a fierce form of Shiva that likes to come and destroy negativities. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Rudraye Namaha. Om Rudraye Namaha. Om Rudraye Namaha. Ardra star is ruled by Rahu. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Gemini, which is Mercury. I put the flower petals on Mercury on the blackboard chart. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Matuna or Gemini, a zodiac sign with a great range of energies, today containing Mars, a planet that is a healer and also a protector. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Karkata or Cancer, which today contains the moon. We honor the moon, and I put the flower petals on him on the blackboard chart. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. The moon is in a star called Purnavasu. This is the birth star of Rama, the classical Rama. The star is symbolized as a quiver of arrows. It can give blessings for material prosperity and for helping us to have a sense of direction where we want to go in life. Om Purnavasaye Namaha. Om Purnavasaye Namaha. Om Purnavasaye Namaha. Purnavasu's star is ruled by Aditi, a goddess who is sometimes called the mother of the gods, as she is mother to many of them. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Aditye Namaha. Om Aditye Namaha. Om Aditye Namaha. Purnavasu's star is ruled by Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Cancer, which is the moon. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Karkata or Cancer, the most emotionally sensitive of all the zodiac signs, today containing the moon, which is our mind and our emotions, and also our receptivity to light. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Tula or Libra, which today contains Ketu. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Ketu is in a star called Swati, a star symbolized as young shoots of plants blowing in the wind. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Vayu, the archetype who rules the wind and the air element. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Rahu. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Libra, which is Venus. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Tula or Libra, a zodiac sign that has energies for balance, fairness, and harmony. Today, containing Ketu, who is sometimes called the saintly planet. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign, going around the chart in a clockwise direction, the sign that has a planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto. We honor Pluto. I put the flower petals on him on the blackboard chart. Om Krum Gruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Gruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Gruntankaya Namaha. Now we honor the star that Pluto is in. Right now he's in a star called Uttara Ashada, a star that can help with long-lasting success. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 light beings who each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. We ask for blessings from all 10 of them, and I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Visvadevasyes Namaha. Om Visvadevasyes Namaha. Om Visvadevasyes Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the sun. I invoke blessings from the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Capricorn, which is Saturn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Makara or Capricorn, a zodiac sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities. Today, containing Pluto, a planet that can help with rationality and science. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains Saturn. We honor Saturn. I put the flower petals on him on the blackboard chart. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Satabisha, a star symbolized as an empty circle, and it has associations for healing energies, as well as the ability to have interest in esoteric subjects. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Satabishaye Namaha. Om Satabishaye Namaha. Om Satabishaye Namaha. Satabisha's star is ruled by Varuna, the archetype who helps with the rains and the oceans. Om Varunaye Namaha. Om Varunaye Namaha. Om Varunaye Namaha. Satabisha's star is ruled by Rahu. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha or Aquarius, today containing Saturn, a planet of passion and compassion. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign is Meena or Pisces, which today contains Neptune, the Sun and Jupiter, and also Mercury. We start with honoring Neptune. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Purva Bhajapada. According to Dr. Pillai, this is a star that can give blessings towards enlightenment, charity, purification. Om Purva Bhajapadaye Namaha. Om Purva Bhajapadaye Namaha. Om Purva Bhajapadaye Namaha. Purva Bhajapada's star is ruled by Aja Ekapada, an archetype who can help us to experience deeper levels of stillness and forgiveness. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purva Bhajapada's star is ruled by Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Next, we honor the sun for being in Pisces. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. The sun is in a star called Uttara Bhajapada, a star that helps with business development. Om Uttara Bhajapadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Bhajapadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Bhajapadaye Namaha. Uttara Bhajapada's star is ruled by Ayurbundya, an archetype who helps to take care of treasures and valuables. Om Ayurbundyaye Namaha. Om Ayurbundyaye Namaha. Om Ayurbundyaye Namaha. Uttara Bhajapada's star is ruled by Saturn. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Now, Jupiter and Mercury are in the same star, so we're going to honor both of them before we invoke this star. I start with Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Next, we honor Mercury for being in Pisces. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Jupiter and Mercury are both in a star called Revati, a star that can help with wealth and also with travel. Om Revatiye Namaha. Om Revatiye Namaha. Om Revatiye Namaha. Revati is ruled by an archetype called Pushan. He helps to take care of the cows of the gods, even as he is a god himself. He can help everyone who's taking care of animals, help the animals themselves, and he also helps with travelers. I put the flower petals across Jupiter and Mercury. Om Pushanye Namaha. Om Pushanye Namaha. Om Pushanye Namaha. Revati star is ruled by Mercury. I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Pisces, which is Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena or Pisces, a zodiac sign that is filled with energies that are transcendental and metaphysical, today containing Neptune, a planet that helps with our intuition and our own inner life, and the Sun, which is our soul, and Jupiter, a planet that helps with everything related to spirituality, and Mercury, planet of communication and business, and a planet that helps with our sense of humor. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now, I take a lit tea light and I hold it above the blackboard that has the chart drawn in chalk and the many piles of flower petals on it. And in the air, I circle the tea light around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering the element of light to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked. Next, I take a lit incense stick to offer the element of air and also a sweet fragrance, and I circle that above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. Now, I ring a bell to offer the element of sound. Now I take a raisin, a small fruit symbolizing the earth element, and I circle that above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. Later, I will eat the raisin as a piece of prasad or blessed food. Now I make prayer hands, and I make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, asking them all for their positive blessings to flow into the lives of all of us, and also the lives of our families, our friends, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our neighbors, our colleagues, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs, and may everyone on this planet have love in their life, now and always. I pray for enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. I ask for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I make a bow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for a minute, and then we can do short Q&A. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. Thank you all for joining us. I truly appreciate your participation and support. Right now we have time for a little bit of question and answer. I see Soon has posted in the chat, how could our planets rule the faraway stars? That's a good question, Soon, and I'm not sure that I know how they rule them, but I do know that this is a classical piece of wisdom from ancient times, associating these different stars with these different planets. And I know that the ruler of the planet, of the moon is in a planet, and it is in a star when you were born. The planet that rules the star that the moon is in when you are born, that's the planetary period that you begin your life with in terms of your major planetary influence. And there are Graha Sutras, or planetary sutras, assigning the duration of time for each of the major planetary periods. And so there's the 9 planets, and there's the 27 stars, and each of the 9 Vedic planets, not the outer planets, but the 9 Vedic planets, each rule 3 of the stars. And how an ancient sage came to know that is not something that I know. I just know the association of the planets with the different stars, and I know the durations of the periods of time when I look it up in a book. And I know that it has impact on the major planetary influences that we're going through, that there's a whole system devised around all of that. So again, the light of all of the stars coming into our Earth plane is moving through, our galaxy. It's moving through our solar system. And I don't know how our planets relate to those stars other than what I've just told you. But I know that some sage gave us that information, and we continue to work with that to this day. I know that it's a piece of wisdom that is not in the Western astrology. They don't work with the stars. They don't assign the stars planetary rulers or archetypes, etc. So there's a depth and complexity to the Vedic astrology that is helpful for us, because it helps us to know, what planetary periods we're in and so forth. So there's a practical application of that knowledge, but I don't know how someone came to know that. I don't have my third eye, perhaps, is open at the moment as the ancient sages. It's a good question. I think it's a very good logical mind question. And I don't have much more of an answer to give you than what I've just said. So I hope that satisfies your curiosity for now. I see Beloved Superstar saying, praying for immediate reconciliation with their beloved. And we can say amen to that prayer. Reconciliation can come in many ways. It may sometimes happen over time. But know that there is love between you and this person or this being, and whether or not it's being recognized or acknowledged, love is love, and that's forever. So be at peace, be at peace, be at peace. Okay. I have a public fire lab coming up later this morning. I'm doing a fire lab in honor of Rama Navami. Today is a day when it's the 9th waxing moon, and the moon is in a star called Purnavasu. And that will be coming up in just a bit on the Pillai Center Practice YouTube channel. You're all invited. It's open to the public. It will start at 9 a.m. Pacific time. So what activities are favorable today? For me, Barbara, doing this fire lab will be very favorable. It's the classical Rama's birthday. The classical Rama gave energies for victory, for protection, for healing. And we will be invoking those in the fire lab that's coming up. Okay, I'm gonna bounce as I have to finish getting ready for the fire lab. So I will see all of you again tomorrow. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in all of you. May light encompass all. Namaste.